What's going on? It's your boy Alex. Welcome to Reset Relationships. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. And we're here today to talk about how women are dream killers. Now, I made a video probably like 2 months ago where I told y'all women don't build. And I'm going to restate what I said in that video to start this one again. It's not their fault. You guys have to realize you can use hope strategy all day, but nothing beats biology. It is not a woman's biology to support your dream. It's in her biology to stop you where you're at and nest and have babies and get married so she can have security. I repeat, it's never in a woman's best interest to help you chase your dream. It is in her best interest to get you to stop and nest and have babies so she can have security. In my age now at 30, I understand more than ever why men used to say all the time, build your empire first, then get a girlfriend or a wife, because you cannot build with women, because women are not designed to build. Women think anything that has to do with risk taking. Women think anything that has to do with spending money. Women think anything that has to do with spending time, and it's not on them or the family or something in regards to nesting, is a waste of time. They're going to try to talk you out of doing it. Women don't support your dream. They go, oh, that's stupid. Why you want to do YouTube? Oh, that's stupid. Why you want to get CDLs? You're going to be on the road for 2 weeks. You'll never see your family. You can't hold it against them. It's just how they are. Why am I bringing all this up? Because Mila Kunis killed Ashton Kutcher's dream of going to space. It was just reported in the LA Times. I'm going to give you guys a lot of other examples so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? So let's talk about this one first, all right? From the LA Times, I'm going to read it straight to you, all right? Ashton Kutcher, once passenger number 500, won't be flying Virgin Galactic anytime soon. You know how much fun Richard Branson and his mates appeared to be having on their Virgin Galactic Edge of Space flight last week? Ashton Kutcher will be having none of that fun. Blame Mila Kunis and those darn kids are there. Ashton Kutcher was famously the 500th person to buy a 6-figure ticket to space from the Virgin Galactic way back in March of 2012 when the That 70s Show alum was the highest paid actor in television. Virgin Group founder Branson blogged about it at the time, knowing that the actor and venture capitalist had a childhood dream of going to space. Unfortunately, some other childhoods got in the way. Now, what did I just tell y'all? Kutcher revealed Thursday in an interview with Cheddar News where he had been riffing on cryptocurrency. Well, I got married to Kunis and have kids. My wife basically encouraged that it was not a smart family decision. What did I just tell y'all? To be heading into space when we have young children. When women get with you, their goal is to get babies so that they can use that to help you nest and spend all your money on them and the kids. You don't have dreams anymore once you get married. That's why you need to accomplish them before you get married. This is why picking the right baby mother is a big deal. Okay, listen, y'all know me. I love women. I really do. But this is the reality. They get told the bad things about us. They get told we could be violent, we could be cheaters, we could be aloof. Here's one of the bad things about them. They don't give a damn about anyone but themselves and kids if they have them. They don't give a damn about your dreams. They feel like relationships and marriage is all about them. Unless you can train them to think different, that's how they're going to think. But let's just finish up this story anyway. Still keeping his dream alive, maybe for when his daughter Watt and son Dimitri are gone, and who knows, by then space travel might be a little bit more ordinary than it seems to be this week. At some point, Kutcher promised, I'm going to space. Now, he could die tomorrow. He could die next week. He does not know that he's going to space. All he knows is that he could have been in space and his wife cost him it. And here's what gets even crazier. Her reason for costing him the opportunity was, well, I said it was about the kids, but really at the time I was just being hormonal and selfish. And in hindsight, I probably should have let him go. Guys, this isn't even Ashton Kutcher. There's a story about a dude who, he took his music so seriously. He was trying to get into a music school with one of the best composers in the world. His girlfriend. She cost him the opportunity. He only found out because he ran into the instructor and they both came to each other like, dang, how come you didn't want to go? And we found out she faked a rejection letter from the instructor and faked an acceptance letter from him. He never got rejected and he never said he didn't want to go. His wife did that. And just in case you guys think these are just random stories, I want to end this with a personal story from myself. When I was younger, I wanted to be a writer. I always wanted to write to make movies. My mom and my sister basically told me literally, well, writing is too hard. You don't have the mental capacity to do that. At the age of 8, I decided to stop writing because of what they said to me. I ran into a teacher when I was in 12th grade who re-inspired me to write again. I have a movie on Amazon now. And I have a web series coming out next year. If I would have listened to the women in my life, that wouldn't have happened. I'll give you guys another example. My own mom told me when I went off to college because I knew I wanted to leave my home and get away from my mama. My own mama told me You don't have the mental capacity. Well, technically, she didn't tell me. She told my sister, and my sister told me. But what she said was, she didn't believe that I had the mental capacity to work and go to school at the same time. Guys, I ended up graduating. I got my own townhouse. I lived with roommates at first. Then I lived by myself. And not only that, I got a charger while I was still in college. And guess what my mama said about the charger? She said, you ain't going to be able to afford that charger. That's too expensive. Listen, women are wired to live in fear. Everything about them is fear. The fear of COVID, the fear of being paid less, the fear of what if I get evicted, the fear of what are my kids going to do. They live in a fear-based situation. Unless you can train them to come out of that fear base, they are going to kill every dream that you have. Listen, you gotta understand the strength and experience, right? The one thing that can never, ever be overstated or overcompensated for in life is experience. When the old heads tell you guys, and like I said, I've already said this like 4 times, but I love women. They make great friends, they make the best business partners, and when you're ready for them, okay, they're gonna do what they need to do to hold the family down. But when it comes to trying to build yourself up, and when it comes to taking off, they are not wired to help you with that. Like I said, I dropped this video 2 months ago before I even seen these stories where I told y'all women don't build. It's just not the way they're wired. They live in women think doing the exact same thing every single day, working the same job, coming to the same house, in the same hood, to the same family, eating at the same food, in the same stores is stability. When that's just, it's not stability unless you're wealthy and or living comfortably. If you are in a nice neighborhood, and you have a great job and you maintain this, then yes, it's stability. But if you're in the damn hood and you just stay in the hood, in the projects on Section 8, that's not stability. That's fear keeping you from reaching what you could really be. And women live in fear. The only way to bring them out of that fear is for you to be a man and say, we're not nesting, we're not having kids, and we're not getting married right now. We're going to grind and we're going to get our money up and then we're going to do it. And most of you don't have the strength to do that, but even those of you who do, most women are not going to listen to you. They're going to say, no, I'm going to go find me a man who is ready to nest right now. There's a reason women always wait at the finish line for men to already be successful. It's because they know this about their goddamn selves. They know they don't have the patience to build. They know they live in fear too much to build. They know they live in scarcity too much to build. So they all go after the dudes who have already built. They know this about themselves. Nobody's ever even told y'all that. That's why they do that. Y'all think they do that to gold dig. No, they do that to stay out of the way. Because when they try to get with you and you aren't there, they're literally just going to be in, what else are they going to do? Before I ever read that article, I told y'all in the Women Don't Build video, everything's going to be about what she want and the kids. It's never going to be about you. This dude had a dream of going to space his whole life, and the chance to do it, and she cost him it. And he's like, well, I get to space eventually. What if he gets hit by a car tomorrow? He'll never get there, and it'll literally be her fault. And she'll sit there and say, well, it's not my fault. Nobody made him do it. Like I tell you guys all the time, they grow up in here, we're cheaters. They grow up in here, we're violent. They grow up in here, all the worst stuff about us. I'm telling y'all the same thing that they get prepared for. Get your life together first, then bring a woman into it. Because even if she pretends, oh, I'm going to help you build, most of the time she likes where you're at right now, and she does not plan on helping you build. She's going to keep you where you're at because she's okay with that because it's better than where she is. I'm just telling y'all the things that nobody else is going to tell y'all. So like I said, I love them to death. But if you're in the process of building, you shouldn't be looking for an intentional woman. You should be continuing to build. Leave the relationship videos to the people who are ready to be in a relationship. If you still think you shouldn't have to take a girl on a date, you're broke dating, you shouldn't be doing it. It's as simple as that. Look at it that way. If you can't take girls on dates and it don't break your pocket, then that means you need to keep grinding and not even worry about it, all right? I'm Alex and I'm out. Peace.